Phil Mickelson, 2 under 69. Phil, what was the biggest difference from yesterday?
I played really well today, and I hit a lot of really. I struck the ball really well, and it made it a lot easier. I was able to play aggressively, and I didn't probably take advantage of all the opportunities that I had, but I played a good, solid round of golf, and I know that although I didn't make a run today, I'm playing well enough to make a run on the weekend.
Yeah, what are your thoughts kind of heading into a weekend? We know, anything can happen at U.S. Open.
Yes, I know the course is going to get harder. I thought it was set up beautifully, and I know it's going to get a little tougher and tougher pins, and I'll have to be a little more patient and kind of pick my spots. But I'm looking forward to the weekend. I feel like I'm playing well enough to make a bit of a run at it, and hopefully I'll put it together tomorrow and do that.
Rex?
How much satisfaction do you take from that kind of the closing run? You had to make some big putts. It seemed like you were fist pumping them. You knew how important they were. What do you take from that?
Well, I was trying to make a run to get it back to even, and then, the last few holes, I tried to get a few close and kind of short-sighted myself a couple times. 15, trying to cut a 7-iron over there to that pin, and 16, trying to hook one in, and went just long. So I left myself some challenging up and downs, and I ended up making the putts, which felt good. But the fact is I was hitting a lot of good shots, a lot of fairways, driving the ball well, and was able to play the course aggressively from the most part. And like I said, I didn't make enough birdies today, but I'm hitting the ball well enough to make enough birdies on the weekend.
Bob?
Phil, how's the course playing compared to maybe how you would have thought? Is it playing a little tougher? Is it easier through 2 rounds? I know you said it's going to get harder.
Yeah, I think it'll step up on the weekend, but I think they've done a great job. Like, I think Jason Gore is the greatest asset the USGA has. I think he's done a lot of really good things. I saw it last week or two at Olympic Club. I really like him, and I think he does a great job. And I'll say one other thing too. A couple years ago, when the rules change came in, and you could tap down spike marks and stuff in your line, it made a real difference out here because the greens can get a little bit bumpy, and with them being as fast as they are, you have to hit a lot of these putts easy, and to be able to fix some of the impressions and so forth made a world of difference, I think, in the experience as well as the score differential between the early morning guys and the afternoon. I just think that was a really good change that made it a lot more fair for everybody, and so there's not as big a discrepancy between morning and afternoon rounds.
Last question, Dylan.
Yeah, Phil, when you're prepping for an event like this and you're playing, at home, maybe with some of these guys that you're playing with today, how do you simulate the pressure and the expectations of a U.S. Open?
Well, you can't, and you also won't get the conditions in practice, so you have to kind of anticipate and visualize how it could be. But I think being able to come to the course knowing like where the pins are and what shots you're going to hit into those pins and what clubs you're going to hit off the tees takes a lot of the decision making out while you're playing. Like, you've already made those decisions, and it makes it easier to focus on the shot at hand and focus all your attention at that. And so that's where I think the advantage or the opportunity lies in good preparation is allowing you to execute and focus only on execution and not all the other variables.
Thanks so much for your time, Phil.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.